Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we're going to be learning how to draw Godzilla as a smiling critter. So first we're going to get started with the nose. So on the right hand side we're going to arch this line up and through towards the left. And then we're going to start back on that line, curving this around on a diagonal and bringing that over towards the right, just leaving a gap. In the center for the nostril now, we're going to start at a point, curving this around and back in. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the right. And then we're just going to color those in black. Let's step up and draw in our eyes. On the right hand side, let's curve this line across. Let's do the same thing over on the left. Now on the right hand side of our nose, we're going to connect this by arching this line all the way around and then down in the corner. And then we're going to flip over on the left hand side, replicating that, curving this around and then back down on the side. Let's draw in a nice big oval on the right hand side of our left eye. And then we're going to do the same on the right, arching this around and then back in towards the top. Now from here, let's color in the pupils black. Now let's come down and close off the mouth. So from the right hand side, from that corner, we're going to curve this line up and over towards the right. And then from that corner there, we're just going to curve this down towards the bottom right. Let's do the same on the left. We're going to stretch this line out towards the side. And then from the top here, bringing this around and down towards the bottom. Let's close this off underneath. Starting in the middle, we're going to arch this line through and in towards the center. And then we're going to continue to stretch this line around, bringing this over and through towards the top right. Let's draw on the tongue. In the center here, let's bring this line up and down on the right. And then over on the left-hand side, let's curve this line over and across. Let's close off the cheeks. On the right-hand side, we're going to curve this around, bringing this through, flattening that out in towards the center. And then let's step over on the left-hand side, replicating that, curving this around. We're going to close that off in the center, blending that together. Let's draw on the top of the head, above the eye. Arch this line around and down on the right. Leave a small gap coming over on the left-hand side and replicating that. On the top here now in the center where there's a gap, we're just going to curve this line over, back down on the right. And then from the middle, we're going to curve this line up and then back through on the left. Let's move down. Let's draw on the arms. On the right-hand side, we're going to bring this line over and down. Let's step across, leaving a small gap, bringing this down and through towards the right. Now from that point, we're going to bring this line up towards the top. Let's close off the first finger. So we're going to bring this line over and out, and then from that point, curving this around and back in, connecting that. Let's drop underneath. We're going to curve this line out and then bringing that over and through towards the thumb. Now on the left-hand side, we're going to leave a gap and we're just going to curve this around and in on the right-hand side. And now let's draw in the left arm. So we're going to start on the left-hand side, curving this over and out. Let's drop down for the thumb, curving this over and across. From that point, we're going to curve this back through towards the top. Now let's close off the first finger. We're going to arch this line over towards the left. From that point, bringing that back around and in towards that corner. Let's drop down again. We're going to bring this line up, and then we're going to bring this back around and in towards the thumb. Let's draw in the letter G now. So we're going to draw in a diagonal line that comes across. From that corner, we're going to bring this line up. Let's bring this line back across, extending that further out. We're going to bring this down and then curving that over, bringing that back out towards the left. Let's bring this in towards the top now. And then we're going to bring this line over and then down towards the bottom, closing that off. Let's draw in a diagonal line coming out on the left-hand side as well as on the right. Let's close off the center of the stomach here. So we're just going to arch this line down on the left. On the right hand side, we're going to replicate that, curving that down. And now we're just going to draw in 4 curved lines. So we're going to start on the top, curving that over. We're going to leave an even amount of space, curving that back across again. We'll do the same on the bottom, arching that through. And then one more time as we come underneath. Now let's draw in the feet. So on the right hand side, we're going to curve this line down. We're going to do the same on the left, curving this out and then back through. On the right hand side, we're going to arch this line over, bringing that through and in towards the center. Then we're just going to do the same thing on the left. So we're going to curve this out, bringing this around and then back down. On the top here, let's curve this line through and up towards this bottom of the stomach. Let's draw on our toes now. So on the left, we're going to curve this line in. So a small gap, let's replicate that. Let's move over on the right, curving this around and through. And then the same on the right hand side. Let's draw in our tail. On the right hand side here, we're going to curve this around and in towards the face. Let's start from that point now, and we're going to arch this line around and through towards the foot. Let's draw in some spikes behind us. We're going to draw in a small triangle behind the arm on the right hand side. We're going to drop down, replicating that. Let's do the same thing, leaving an even amount of space. Let's move down, replicating that behind the hand. Let's move underneath our hand now, just drawing in a small diagonal line coming out. We're going to move up, drawing in another triangle. Let's move across, replicating that. And then again, one more time. And that is it. That's how you draw Godzilla as a smiling critter. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.